This is Canarsie, Rockaway Parkway. The next stop on this Brooklyn-bound podcast is Last Stop on the L.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
It's your boy Juice, a.k.a. The Juice is Loose. Studio 231 is located in the beautiful and trendy Lower East Side of Manhattan with studio rates and full studio setup. If you'd like to record with me at Studio 231, you can reach me at juice-cannon.com or Twitter at juicecannon.
Last Stop on the L is proudly sponsored by Dulce Amore Couture, premium couture accessory line, specializing in jewelry and watches featuring the handcrafted Amore collection. Based in New York City, but not limited to, you can meet Miss Yeezy Smith on Facebook /Dulce Amore Couture or Instagram Dulce Amore Couture or visit the website dulceamorecouture.bigcartel.com.
Your mic's on.
Oh my god. Oh, my dumbass. Okay. Yo, sorry about the fumbling. Y'all probably hearing that in the audio. My apologies.
He ain't playing for the Ravens with them hands.
I was just watching a perplexing video and couldn't process the moment. Affiliates!
We gonna get to that later.
Fact.
Yo, when you said that name out loud, I was like, who? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, we're going to move past that. You have no idea what we're talking about. It's okay. It's your boy Danny Ocean, DWNYOCION. We back again.
Back for the first time.
Everybody introduce yourselves.
It's your boy Chris from Highbridge. We out here.
It's your boy Juice, a.k.a. 30,000 streams this year. Let's get
How many countries?
Huh?
How many?
76? Was it 76? Yeah. 6 less than J. Cole?
I mean, global.
Light work.
Yo, it's your boy Mayhem Mike, son.
Yo, we got a lot to talk about. You know, I'm going to try to spend my life following a Zen master by the name of Omarion.
Yes.
And channel his levels unbothered.
Facts.
To it.
Yes.
So, I didn't want to start off with this, but we got to start off with this because this shit's wild as fuck, bro. First of all, shout out to Omarion, Millennium Tour coming. You know who else he got on the tour?
Who?
Ashanti.
Woo!
Ashanti.
Baby.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
To anyone who didn't grow up listening to Ashanti, it's okay. Just go watch her perform because
Yes.
she still looked like Ashanti.
That's
Good
a
Lord.
That's a whole fact.
And when she whisper her name on the record, be like, yes.
Let's be real. When she got rid of them pork chops on the side, it's nothing but listen, I gotta call it what it is.
I remember when Banks had bars for that. Oh, why Shantae Cyber's thinking about it.
But you know what? To be real, Ashanti's always been looking like a bad little something. Because I don't know if you guys remember when she came came back to, I forgot whatever album was, and she was like, only you can make me feel.
that was
and she was dancing. I was like, Ashanti?
First of all,
Yeah,
shout
yo.
out to Seven Aurelius in the production. That record slaps.
Yeah.
Right? That's one of the hardest beats I've ever heard. You don't really hear a hard guitar riff on a rap on an R&B song every now and then.
Mom's was a look.
Hard like a rock star.
She get it from her mama, son.
Yeah,
You see
her
that in the
sister
video?
too.
Yeah, her sister.
Her sister
joint
thicker
too,
than this
son.
thing. No offense, little bucks. I ain't trying to be disrespectful out here. I'm just saying, good job, brother.
Listen, nobody wants what nobody else wants.
So, if y'all didn't know, Omarion had a baby mama. I didn't know that till this year. I didn't pay attention to the reality TV.
Omarion was a hoe. We knew this.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
I mean,
Once my son went solo and started singing about Icebox, I'm like, he about here getting box. I need y'all for this. Right. Was this first hit touch?
Oh,
yes.
No crease whatsoever.
I feel that's what he's saying when he walked in the club and left with somebody, girl. Touch.
How about the touch?
So they have a child together. I don't know what the relationship was before this point, but I guess they'd broken up for a while. And then rumors started circulating that his bandmate, Lil Fizz, was dating her. And they danced around it until the big reveal of it was true. Your bandmate was smashing your baby moms. Now listen, let's, because I know there's some very proud feminists listening to this podcast.
Site, nigga.
There's some very proud feminists listening to this podcast. And you're just like, Omarion don't own her. I ain't saying none of that. She is not his property. Okay, I get that. Mm-hmm. But the fact that his mans was smashing his baby, y'all think that's wild?
That's reckless.
That is reckless. Like, yo, you are in a boy band. You literally get draws thrown at you when you do shows.
Yep.
And you said, nah.
I want the ones you had.
I'm gonna wait my turn.
Baby currently stewing. I get you. No, you're right.
Bruh.
If it wasn't wrong, why were they so secretive
Listen,
about
that
it?
made me want to uppercut you just off the thought, niggas. That means you was eyeing her while she was carrying my seed, niggas.
Very, yeah.
Was she skinny?
I don't know, bro.
She was skinnier back then.
But she was his.
You're right. I'm just saying skinny.
Give a
girls,
fuck.
you know.
Nah.
So that shit don't make no
That's
sense.
on site, bro. Hood
That
politics dictates that I get to shoot shots at you.
But Omarion, he was like, I got something better.
Omarion ignored all of this. He wasn't commenting. He wasn't posting. And everyone was like, yo, what's up with this dude? He did like a Vlad interview.
Yeah.
And that was the only comment he had publicly. And his comments was like, I wish them the best. I just don't understand if it's a new relationship about them while my name keeps getting brought up. Right. And everyone's just like, who is this Zen master?
Like, are you bothered by this? Like, nah, I'm unfazed.
Little did we know.
And then the truth comes out. B2K were on a nationwide tour, bringing back the oldies, so to speak. Mm-hmm. It was going pretty well. It is going pretty well. And there's going to be a second leg of that tour. And Omarion dropped the update for the second leg. Lo and behold, it was him by himself.
Now he's just getting
Not only did he drop that information that y'all been dropped for this tour, he did it on Lil Fizz's birthday. Yes. So he woke up to that being a trending story, and the flame heads on Twitter were like, boy!
Well played. He's like, nigga, I'm not mad. You can have that. Stay home and babysit my children.
Facts.
You got to find a job though.
I'm gonna make this money. When I come back, I might tip you. There's some pizza in the fridge. Help yourself.
Pizza rolls, nigga. You ain't even getting the real pizza. There's pizza. You got Totinos in the fucking freezer, nigga.
Where pizza's on the bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Yeah, and you know what? Fizz just copped a house from the last tour, and now I'm like, how you gonna pay for this shit? He ain't on the.
He not.
Damn, about to get evicted again.
Unless he go on his own solo outing, because we all want to hear Lil Fizz sing singles.
Love and hip hop checks better be something,
right?
I don't even know how his voice sounds.
Have you ever really heard Lil Fizz's voice?
That's my point.
He don't exist outside the group, and that's okay. Okay,
your name's Lil Fizz, nigga.
It's like that white dude that had the dreads in NSYNC. Do you know his name?
Oh shit!
It don't matter.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Didn't he play?
It don't matter. I know his name because my friends are like pop fans, but if I didn't know them, I wouldn't know that Negro name.
That's crazy.
Who the fuck?
Yo, his face is there, but
there was a white dude in NSYNC that had dreads. Y'all don't even know his name. Y'all don't remember.
Were they really dreads though?
Yeah.
Not full locks.
Either way, that's still
a
no. Either way, like people of European ancestry, stop. You can't both police our hairstyle and then badly duplicate it. You gotta choose one.
Yeah.
Like you can't
take a struggle.
It's like wet dog hair, okay? It's not really locks. It's just wet dog hair. All right, that's it. No.
Oh, matted.
You see this man over here? That's what it looks like. All right.
So now Lil Fizz is tourless. At least he got the girl in the end, right? But apparently that's no longer the case. As I learned,
baby goat,
Baby goat, not even duck.
baby goat. I heard of goat yoga. Never heard of a baby goat.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know who that gentleman is. Salute to him. Is he out here? There was video of him and her boot up in the club. So now Lil Fizz lost the tour and the girl.
But my point was it really a club? Because it looked like it was in the back of a Sprinter.
God damn!
And then at the end of all of that, we were like, damn, this is where she goes. She didn't even go for what's the main dude? Duck?
A duck, yeah. FBG Duck is the main star.
All right, cool, but she doesn't go for main stars, bro. Omarion was clearly the first and the last because she goes to the dudes in the background.
Right?
Fizz was in the background. He fizzled out. Now she cuffed up with Baby Goat. And you just did all this shit and your man got dropped from the tour.
Son, you got dropped for a tour for a girl who doesn't even go for the main, for the affiliate, son.
Right?
Which makes sense because technically she was with O, then she went to Fizz, who's an affiliate, right?
But then my question is she technically the embodiment of a side chick? Because by pure definition, side
yeah.
chick.
I'm gonna just say
She goes to the mashed potatoes. She goes to the rice and beans. She'll go for the chicken. She goes for the greens and all the accompaniments, nigga. She don't go for the protein.
Yo, you know what we don't know? What if FBG like played her? Like she tried to come at him first, and he said, "Yo, that baby goat over there, baby goat over there. I'm good."
you gotta rise in animals. First the goat, then the cow, then the chicken.
Duck, we need answers. We need answers, man.
Yo, I'm just gonna say this.
Trying to give none.
Wow.
That nigga said, "Keep my name out you and your bitch's mouth." Baby goat, nigga.
Baby goat.
Wow. Today's
This
a great
shit
day.
is a Drake lyric come to life.
Oh,
I don't want to hear about this ever again. Not even when you tell you that we better as friends.
Specifically, man, keep my name out y'all blogs and keep y'all bitches on a leash.
Who said that?
Official
Baby
statement.
Oh,
Official
my
statement.
God. I'm just saying.
Like the legendary
listen.
Pimp C once said, fucking up the game.
Omarion needs
gets
to drop a book. Omarion needs to drop a book. No fucks given 101. Take this journey with me.
Facts.
Forward touch. Yo, that nigga's a legend, bro. He took all the chicks in the beginning, now he walking out with the bag at the end, nigga. That's it.
Oh my God. But while we on the subject, I'm actually going to transition to something that's related to this. So Tory Lanez, we didn't record during it, but we want to talk about it for a second, dropped an album called Chicks Tape, where he actually took all the hit R&B records from the time when BTK was popping and remixed them with the artists.
Yeah.
For a whole project. And when I realized that this was an official release, I had the same question everyone that follows the music industry had. Who the fuck was your publishing agent to get all these samples clear? Nigga, there was 59 samples you had to clear. What? Son, how
much
many
money?
people need to be caught? Yo, you not making money off of this shit.
No.
No, he said that. Yeah, he said
Hell
that.
no.
He said he made that a deficit.
Straight off a tour, bro.
Yeah.
This is
Facts.
all tour money because he's gonna be
Strictly
having
facts.
fucking appearances left and right. Every city gonna have something
Yep.
special, bro.
And you know what this does for him that people don't realize? Even though he lost money on the album, this, for the first time, to me personally, I'm not into huge Tory Lanez fans, this, to me, differentiated him.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of dudes that rap and sing, right? Not as good as Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
He gave Jordan Lucas that work. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Facts.
That was a
He
sparring
gave
session
Mr.
like a
Rappity
motherfucker,
rap
bro.
that. Hold that.
2 piece and a biscuit.
But with that said, like, his singing, yes, there have been hits, but everyone's wondering, like, you know, when you're going to be like, this is what you do. And when this came out, the buzz surrounding it and the success and the reception of the Jerry Sprunger record, which is the I'm Sprung remix,
Yep.
Right.
that was the moment that you realize it's like, nah, you're going to be here for a while. Because off of this shit alone, you could tour forever.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, shout out to him, but I just want to be in the room when he pitched this to his label.
Their
Whoever was the exec in charge of, who was the A&R in charge of budget, he must have fell out.
Facts.
What?
That's somebody that see the vision.
Word.
That's a visionary right there. He's like, nah. Just watch this shit play out. We gonna make money.
That's a ride or die AR right there.
I
He's
got
like,
you,
so you
son.
think we can do this? I guess.
That probably was the exact answer.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to me too? Even though like that Jerry Springer record bangs, bro.
Yeah.
I feel some type of way, just slightly, because T-Pain tried to go on tour.
Yeah.
And had to cancel that shit because of
it
lack
wasn't
of
selling.
fucking ticket sales.
Yeah.
But then this shit comes out, and now you appreciate T-Pain again? What the fuck is wrong with y'all people? I mean, I didn't buy a ticket either because I ain't got it like that yet. But what the fuck, bro?
T-Pain once said something about his career that I think was very prescient. He said that, like, when it comes to success and how much I've achieved, most people don't realize it because I've never portrayed myself as a serious artist, right? Yeah. If you think about it, the height of my career, I started doing the circus thing, and everyone just probably just went like, "That motherfucker's weird as fuck," right? Ignoring at the time that I probably had 25 records on the Hot 100.
Yeah.
All you saw was the like.
Yes,
T-Pain was everywhere, bro.
So now when it's coming back around, you remember the individual songs, but you don't. There isn't that like
body of work.
Yeah. So like when you think of Drake, there's like specific songs or years that really.
Yeah.
With T-Pain, he had so much success in such a very, even though it's a long period of time, there's a very tight frame of time.
Yeah.
I think people forget. So, but it's like Russ said this recently on an interview. He said, if T-Pain, DMX, or Nicki Minaj died today, the game would be fucked up. People would be fucked up.
Yeah, nah, real talk, bro.
But they won't give them their props now that they're alive.
Yeah.
That nigga,
crazy.
like,
T-Pain's one of those people, man.
yeah, he is, bro. Like, his shit banged for a while, bro.
Oh, wow.
Like, you couldn't go throughout a year or any club in America without shaking your ass. Dudes be, yo, that's my shit. That's T-Pain. Yeah, all right, cool.
T-Pain.
He said
You got
something-
niggas singing I'm Sprung, bro. Are you kidding me?
Buy you a drink.
Buy you a drink, though.
Word.
No. The greatest thing T-Pain ever did was when he rhymed with Skansen. Hey, yo, son. If that's not a writer, if that's not, that shit don't rhyme.
You stupid.
That shit don't rhyme at all.
And his famous dance move. Come on, son. Push the head back. Put your chest.
Oh yeah.
Niggas in the club doing that shit. You like a fucking fool,
Say what you
bro.
want. He never faltered on it. I've never seen that man slip.
Nah, not one time, bro.
Nah, but he could really sing too. There's a tiny desk
yeah.
concert of him singing no autotune. Yo, he could really sing for real, for real. But you know what's crazy about this Tory Lanez album too? As I was listening to it, I was just like, these are oldies.
Yeah. Technically, yes.
These are all oldies. I was just like, it wasn't more of like, damn, I'm old. It's more of this moment of just like, this is the moment where I become that angry person. Because I remember like when GTA first hit in college, I was listening to some college. It was San Andreas, right?
Right.
I forgot what song I was listening to. And somebody at some family event, they're like, how you know that song? I'm like, Grand Theft Auto. And their face just drained. Just like,
These little niggas.
this is that for us.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh,
nigga.
that's that Tory Lanez nigga.
Like we the old heads now. in the spotlight.
That's that Tory Lanez record.
Yo, because I was at work, that exact situation played out, bro. And a dude that's in the truck with me, I'm riding around Manhattan doing my shit. And the dude was like, yo, you heard that new Tory Lanez? I was like, nah, I don't really follow him like that, whatever. He was like, yo, you gotta hear this shit. So you start banging. He was like, yo, this that fucking Tory Lanez record he got with T-Pain. That shit is popping. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, wait, what? No, that's T-Pain's record. He was like, nah, but Tory Lanez, that's his shit. He just put T-Pain on it. What?
No, bro. No.
Like, so you didn't understand every other record that you played before that? And then you think this is... I was like,
It's
you
a
know what?
remake.
I was like, that's it. He walking home. Let him out. Let him out, nigga. We supposed to
Don't disgrace the greats.
we were on 110th Street, nigga. We were supposed to take him to 125th. That nigga got on the train right there, bro. I was like, let him out, close the door, bro. We will see you at work tomorrow.
Just to let you know, like Chicken and Beer, Ludacris' Splash Waterfalls is on that, right? Yeah, every man. Yeah, we all know that song, and they did that. I remember hearing. I was like, this for me personally. I was just like, yo, I'm okay with this. To me, it wasn't like the greatest thing. He did his thing. Don't get me wrong. It slaps, but it's just like But I'm like, yo, son, he remade this. How do you know to come after this song particularly? You know how many women know Splash Waterfalls? You know,
Did you share? Did you share?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not seeing it. But nah, I was impressed. Shout out to him. Shout out to his management team for convincing the label. Shout out to the label for saying, "Fuck it, we losing money."
Yeah, word to have that vision because that sample clearances ain't cheap and hard too. Because think about it, right? At a certain time, whatever label existed when the artist was there probably got swallowed up by another label. So now you got to backtrack.
Damn, I didn't even think about that shit.
And try to find who it belongs to now.
Wow.
Records get bought out, all kinds of shit. So now you got to figure out who owns what now. You know?
Damn.
Wow.
So it was a lot. I think this was like a 2-year in the making.
You know whose job would have... You know who used to actually do this for a living? Secret. Yes, our special guest Secret.
Oh,
that
Secret,
came
yeah.
through.
Oh, wow.
They used to do this for a living. They were in music publishing.
Wow, that's dope.
Once got yelled at by one of the members of Black. It was Corrupt's girl.
Oh, nah.
Why you ain't clear this shit? Bitch, you submitted this yesterday.
Deadline now? Got shit to do with meeting?
It's funny.
Yo, but speaking on music, we had some new music from the one and only Lauryn Hill. What y'all thought?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
For the concept, I absolutely like it. As a standalone record,
Yeah, but it's for the Queen and Slim, the movie.
Yeah.
And it flows. Trust me, it flows. If you guys, when you watch the movie, it flows by itself. It's like, all right, you know. It's good to see that her vocals still hold up.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, she can still sing. Yeah.
Facts.
You know.
And we've been waiting, goddammit, Lauren.
I'm not waiting.
This is
No,
her,
I'm just saying.
This is
Everybody's
her
been waiting.
second new song of the year because she released a song with Pusha T earlier.
What?
Oh, it was with Pusha. I said Jadakiss early off the.
That's why I was
walked
like.
out.
That's why my mind blocked out for a second. I was like,
When you said Jadakiss, I was just like, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that.
Real shit. When Lauren comes in.
Oh shit! It was Pusha. I'm bugging. Yo.
Yeah, you
Hold
fucked
up.
the whole room up with that.
If you're wondering where that musical reference is from, it's from Jadakiss, which actually led me to believe and go look at Discovery Channel on how they actually weigh the whales. This line goes, fuck that frail shit, because when my coat comes in, they got to use the scale that they weigh the whales with. To this day, I am unsure on how they weigh whales, but I have an idea. It's a great metaphor. I just want to go down that route.
A few months ago on Twitter, somebody tweeted at Styles P. It was like the question on somebody on Twitter posted like, "What's the line that you heard from a rapper that you were just like, man, that's straight bullshit?" And somebody was just like, ran through enough coke for cash to build schools in Cuba, and then Styles P reports about it. I feel attacked. I feel like every rapper that has a line, it's like, man, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you ain't put that shit out, nigga.
Right?
I went on tour with that line, nigga.
One of my favorite of all time is still Rose. I know Noriega, the real Noriega. I mean, listen,
yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here.
What is it? My bathtub lift up, my balls do a 360. We got the
The
shit that the government got. But also, what?
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Yo, shout out to Jadakiss. Legend. Speaking of which, Styles P dropped a new album this week. Also, Fab dropped a new album. Anybody listen to that?
Yeah.
Summertime Shootout,
Yeah.
part 3.
Some Shootout 3. Yeah.
You know what I always said? Based on who you listened to in high school when all these dudes were at the top of the game, I could tell you who you were in high school. I was telling this to, all the cool kids listen to Fab, right? Sorry, all the cool kids listen to Fab or Dipset because they're the fashion dudes.
Right.
They're all that stuff.
Approachable.
Flashies.
Everybody that thought they're about to be somebody was listening to Hove because they're just like, I'm about to get this money. If you read books, you listen to Nas.
You can hate me now.
No, I don't even think we got that version in school. You probably got the
Stillmatic, Godson.
What's that children's song he had?
I know I can. Yo.
Be what I want to be.
Yo.
Yeah, that was like.
Kids say that at graduation now. Yo.
Oh, that's wild, right? Yo.
And if you were a criminal.
That's how you know you making it when you make a graduation for
So
kids.
If you were a criminal, you listened to D Block.
Rough
And you
Riders.
thought, Rough Riders.
Yeah, facts.
And you had MOP albums, okay?
G-Unit too. G-Unit, yeah.
Bro. Yo. That Cold as Ice shit?
Yo.
You can't listen to that song and not want to walk outside and slap somebody on the yard.
Listen, we were in Canarsie when Annie Up dropped, okay? When I say that was
So
a
y'all extra
Brownsville
wild.
anthem, when that shit, everyone from Brownsville's like their national anthem, that shit came on. And then I remember it was playing on something, and my mom's was like, "That's a nice song." I'm like, it's about robbing people, Mom. She's like, nice melody.
That shit.
Ocean's mom is a thug, bro. She a mastermind.
Right.
You ain't hear that from me.
Listen, anytime I heard that shit when he was like, "Yap that fool, fuck hip hop, rip pockets,
Snatch
jewels," I looked around all of my surroundings. It was like, all right, who's feeling froggy, nigga? Because I know that shit hit somebody in their chest. Like, where the fuck this nigga from?
But when
Yo, he
Remy
like-
came on the remix,
Oh yeah, Remy killed that.
that gave me the pass, nigga. That gave me the pass. Like, yo, we came out here, we rap, nigga, chill out.
Yo, she said on I think it was like the podcast thing she does with Joe Budden and
Yeah.
She had said that Busta hit her so hard he broke her glasses on the when they did the video.
because he was so animated.
Yeah, because he was moving around. That was funny.
Remember when
broke
Busta
his
used to climb on top of fucking scaffolding at the fucking Spring Bling concerts and shit, nigga?
Oh, God. Yo, Busta was the most animated rapper.
Facts.
Niggas don't give him his props, nigga, because he was staying skinny by jumping around and performing,
Facts.
nigga.
Once he stopped that and he lost his hype man, he just got bigger.
I
And he cut off his
maintain
dreads.
that Split Star is the greatest hype man of
Oh,
all
no, yeah,
time.
facts. No, facts. No argument.
Because he had to be more hype than Busta Rhymes.
How?
Word.
Missy Elliott just went on record with like she was influenced by Busta. Missy.
Wow.
Missy, you remember the first video? I
Yeah.
can't stand the rain.
She's like, it wasn't a trash bag. It was a leather
Facts.
suit. And why did I wear it? Because I'm
Missy.
He was in a motherfucking pleather outfit grinding on Miss Jackson,
Miss
because that
Jackson.
video was nasty, nigga.
They asked him if he ever been starstruck, and he said, like, no, usually because I've been in the game for a long time, but he said, with Janet, I'm not even gonna lie. My whole energy chain. I walk in, hi, Miss Janet, do you need anything? He's just like, because like, number one, she fine as fuck, but number two, like, I know who she is, and she like, yeah, I do this record with you, and you're just like, what? Just thought I'd ask, like, yeah, wait, are you serious?
That's the epitome of shooting your shot, nigga.
Right?
Yo, shout out to Busta, man. Oh my god. Yo, we're gonna talk about why I want to talk about Jaquez. Whatever.
Jacquees.
Right?
Jaquez.
That
Did he
nigga
drop
over
an
there.
album?
He dropped an album.
Did anybody listen?
Nah.
No.
Oh, next.
I go for it was on my to-do list. Never done, so I failed.
Listen,
Maybe on my drive
he
back
got a
tonight.
co-sign by
Hard out here for a
Sweat.
kid.
Okay, let me say this. Let me just say this. I watched the Breakfast Club video of it. Like I was like, maybe I was like, oh, the video came up. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe he'll say something that was I was like, nah, I'm good.
He's not for our generation, bro. He's
That's
just
fair.
not.
He's not.
This shit don't hit, bro.
But good music is enjoyed by all.
Nah,
right?
bro. But
All right.
he's
Nah, it's not the same.
All right.
Like there's transgenerational artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody like a Chris Brown, old to young, top to
Or
bottom.
Bruno.
Facts.
Or Bruno.
Okay.
Shit like that. It'll hit everybody. Like, that's a good ass song. I could listen to that. You can play that in the car with your mama and she won't be offended. Jacquees, not happening.
Yeah.
We'll try.
I like that word, transgenerational artist. I like that a lot.
You know who's the real king of R&B? OT Genesis.
Nigga was singing it. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Before this whole shit resurfaced again after he did it initially and it was just a clip.
Right.
I was listening to that clip dying for like 20 minutes straight because I'm just imagining this nigga. First of all, he's a real life Ninja Turtle.
Right.
That nigga brolic as shit, short as shit,
Yup.
and bald as fuck.
Yeah, this is true.
So he just be out here doing shit, and then he can really fight, and he a real crip. So I fuck with all of that. Beside that shit, this nigga has no album. And be
true.
touring.
Yeah, the world.
For real, son.
The world.
So all of that compounded with the fact that this nigga don't care about what you think about him or his gangster, and was belting out this song in the middle of a club on IG, nigga.
And people were singing with him.
They didn't know what he was singing, but he was singing with them, and they were singing with him, and then he just let that shit, and it went viral.
First
and
of
Keisha
all,
Cole was not amused.
She is
And
not
he-
okay
and
with
he could
this.
get two
She is
fucks.
not with the shits.
That nigga made a little snippet of a video.
Yes.
What kind of shit is that, bro?
He knows how to make singles.
No, the
He-
whole
that's
video's
his-
out on YouTube too now.
Oh,
No way.
Yeah,
I gotta watch
we gotta
that
watch
shit.
it after. Yeah, the whole
Damn.
video's out, bro.
Wait, does he even have to get her sample clearance because it's interpolation?
She's gonna rape him. 95%. 95%.
I am not amused. Where's my check?
She gonna be like, I can't stop this, but all right.
I want every single dollar of that fucking AdSense. Nigga.
On some real, like I remember when Beyonce dropped the Homecoming.
Right, yeah,
when
the
she
whole
dropped,
thing.
and she did the I was getting to the money, right?
Yeah, everybody.
I
man.
heard it once before she did her thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually listened to it again afterwards, and I was like, "Yo, I'm feeling this song." OT had me for a whole month every morning listening to that damn song when I was
That song
driving to work.
slaps.
Son, that's
Yeah, it does.
And he actually
Everybody
posted
mad.
about that shit too. He was like, "Yo, at the end of the day, if nobody ever listens to my music, I know at least you did. And
Yeah.
you took my shit around the world."
Yep.
Facts.
That's very
Facts.
true.
You're
What about I remember a story because he used to be signed to Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
And he told a story about when Busta had him out in Hollywood. He was at a party with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he wasn't really getting money like that. And he just realized it's like he was at a transition moment in his life because he was just like, "Yo, I'm in this room with all these people. Like they got Rolexes on, they got chains on." Expensive glasses, and I'm just like, damn, I could really hit a crazy lick right now. Outside, nigga.
Get out of lay down.
So I call the homies. Word.
And then you say he felt like Busto seated in his eyes, Busto's like, this ain't what this is about, bro. Like, this is an opportunity for you to move. He's like, all right.
game recognizes game. He recognized the threat.
He was playing a different game.
It's like, fuck a single.
Like, first of all, you can take all that shit. You might not get far with it for one, and then two, all this shit is insured, so they just gonna go buy some more. Nigga. Like,
Facts.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to change it to we're still on music, but we're going to get a little serious for 1 second.
Okay.
Number one, I got to say RIP Juice WRLD.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I
Juice
wasn't
WRLD.
a huge fan of your music, but to die at 21 and getting off a flight, that shit's wild. You know, I have assumptions, but, you know, wait till you hear what happened. Yeah. But if what I assume to be true, we're going to need to have a conversation as hip-hop.
yeah, shit might have to shift crazy, bro.
Because that's a good number of people this year off of that shit. If it's true.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I'm not gonna make any assumptions yet because we don't know what happened until we know what happened. And then we gotta talk about what makes a legend. Apparently, that's the conversation we need to have.
If everybody's in agreement, except for a small party of people, the general consensus is, nigga, you tripping.
Right?
No disrespect to you and yours,
And yours.
but you tripping.
Let the church say amen.
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 Whack 100. I appreciate everything he's done up until this point behind the scenes.
Yeah.
This is where you do not count. The world felt Nipsey Hussle's passing, bro.
Facts.
The world. Obama wrote you a letter. Personally. Hove was in the crowd.
There are murals
Beyonce.
in
And
countries.
Beyonce.
There are murals in country for Nipsey that don't speak English.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Like,
So, like, this is a pointless debate. It's just like he's a legend.
yeah.
But let's push Nipsey aside for 1 second. The Biggie statement was just like, okay, now what
Hold on.
are you trolling?
Can
Like,
you say what he said so they understand?
because Nick Cannon asked him about it, and Nick Cannon was basically asking because he was basically making the statement that Nipsey wasn't a legend when he was alive, in the same way that now people hold Biggie to legendary status. But that's because they saw movies and heard a bunch of rappers referencing. But when he was alive, he wasn't a legend. So I was just like, what the fuck are you? he had like a 5 mic debut. First of all, you can count how many albums got 5 mics during that era.
For those of you who don't know what 5 mics is, it was a rating in the source.
Yeah, so there was a magazine.
We actually read magazines in our hands.
Okay.
There was a physical magazine called The Source, and it was such a very well-respected magazine in hip-hop that if you got 5 mics, that meant that it was, when you're in high school or you're in school and they have those essential reading list of books,
Yep.
the 5 mics meant that you were an essential listen, not for that year, but in hip-hop, period.
Yep.
Like, you can't, if you learn through the history of hip-hop, you need to listen to this shit. And he got that on both albums.
Both.
The second one, he had passed away, but the first one, he was alive.
Right.
So what the fuck are we talking about? Like, what are we...
True.
And he changed the direction of hip hop single handedly, bro. For the East Coast specifically.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a time when the West Coast was raining. Yeah.
Yes. And then to be able to make that type of stamp on your first album, bro. Come on, man. Whack me. Like I don't know, bro.
You think he's just doubling down because, like, I don't know, he doesn't want to just backpedal? Because I'm starting to assume that's what's happening. Because it doesn't make any sense at this point.
So like when he probably is right at this point. You don't want to look stupid, but you gotta understand Biggie at the time was going against Jay. They were out here doing songs and not writing any lyrics. They didn't want nobody to steal off of it. Biggie was being constantly and still being constantly compared to Tupac. And in the West, that's like their mecca. You feel me?
Right.
Funkmaster Flex had to make some apologies after he made some broad statements about Pac. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you don't believe that Biggie, somebody who's comparable to Tupac, even if you don't feel he's better or on the same level, but comparable, is one of the greatest until he died, supposedly, you wildin'. You really wildin'. You know what I'm saying? And you just, right now, you just look stupid. You being wrong and strong, as we call it.
And like
Wrong.
his opinion is short-sighted in the fact that he's basing it off of numbers and reception. Cool, that's fine. If that's what you want to base it off of. But by definition, as per T.I., and I'm sure you have something to say about T.I. later on, Mike. But as per T.I., when he put up the definition of it, he was like, "Whack, I respect you, but this is the definition of a legend." And Nipsey fit everything to the bill.
Yeah.
Of what a definition of a legend is.
Hold on. I just want to say, just because a legend doesn't constantly come up in every generational conversation doesn't mean they're not a legend, because you feel their influence.
Yep.
You just don't know it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'll use an example of that. We don't talk about Rakim.
At all.
No.
Right?
Right.
But if you listen to hip-hop before he started
Yeah.
rapping and after he started rapping, point proven.
Right.
Like,
Facts.
so it's like...
He is your rapper's favorite rapper.
Facts.
That gave birth to the whole scheme of rap for a generation, bro. Like being lyrically profound, not that hibbity hop shit.
Right.
Yeah, no stutter flow. And I think that's one of the things that I think specifically with Nipsey is that so we didn't know him personally.
Right.
So a lot of the people that commented on him are commenting on him as if, because they knew him. So it's hard to change the perception of someone when you know them. Like, I have friends now that are doctors and parents, and this show blows my mind. Like, it blows my mind. Like, I know you.
Yeah.
Really?
So this what we doing, nigga?
So that's exactly the same reaction that they're having, and they can't understand why the rest of the world isn't viewing them as such. I'm just like, because he's bigger than your perception of him.
Right.
Like it's beyond that. The bounds are just like he's just that dude you knew. He's no longer that. He means something bigger. Like there are people with his words tattooed on him now.
Right.
That's not some common shit. Like
I might be one of them niggas, bro.
Marathon continues.
That's a fact.
yeah, like come on, son. Like nah. I think it's a conversation we need to get away from because it's not productive. Number one.
Yeah.
And number two, it can end poorly, considering who's commenting, what they're commenting about.
Yeah, focus on Blueface, nigga.
And make sure he get his bag, because Nipsey's family's gonna be good because he is a legend. You need to worry about your man.
$1 million life insurance on my flesh, nigga.
I love that record. That record is everything I want to do.
Right.
Drive past Barclays, top down, ignorance blaring.
Customized G-Wagons.
Yo,
Word.
let this be the record that when we get that check, son, all three of y'all motherfuckers gonna be wilding the fuck out. I'm gonna be like, yo, can I just All right, can I just please just turn down the music at least?
That's a goddamn lie. You be out here too.
One of us has to be the moderator.
Listen, that's gonna be Sage. Don't worry about that shit. Right? You ain't gotta play that part, brother.
We gonna be out
Your
on the
whole
strip.
trunk is gonna be speakers.
Right?
Listen, we gonna be out on the strip shaking the block, and you're gonna be in the soca club getting like 30 wines at one time. Talking about I'm being responsible.
Soca gold, nigga.
Whatever.
No denial. No denial.
The truth got a nice ring.
Don't you cover my roots?
Oh my god! Speaking of soca wine, you saw Cardi out in Nigeria living her best life.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I saw
Shout yo, we gotta go out to Nigeria, son.
Yes,
Facts.
we do. Juice.
I gotta go back home. We all gotta go back
Son,
home.
you gotta
Let us know.
Put us on, son.
Definitely. She actually changed her color too. Her hair
Yeah,
color,
yeah,
her
yeah,
tie,
yeah. I
she
saw
did
that
it to the-
shit.
You know she play homage to the people. She black too, nigga. Homage
Facts.
very own,
Facts.
bro.
The
You
only
know
thing
what
though
it
I
is?
gotta say when we go to Nigeria, y'all gotta. Nigerians' understanding of spice levels is a different animal. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
We
It's
gotta have a conversation before the food comes out. When how hot is it? Is it making you feel like it's hot, or is it like hot for an American?
Nah, like,
you gotta
you
give me
gonna
like that
sweat.
scale.
Listen, bro. It's a hot ass country.
Got facts.
Not everybody got AC. So if you eat some spicy shit and you have a fan, nature's AC.
Nah, son, Nigeria hot's different, baby.
Yes,
That's
why you have to
like
have
eye water when it hits you.
rice.
Like,
You got the jollof
Nope.
The
rice.
jollof rice.
No.
man.
Fried
That
rice
shit
is
happens.
spicier. See,
No.
a lot of people don't know about
I
the
just
fried
tried to
rice
get
they
some
got.
food.
Wait. Fried rice?
Yeah, they got fried rice. It's like yellowish, and it's
All this sounds like
I
a cleanse.
heard about the pepper soup.
oh yeah. Oh, you know.
I'm about to be in there. Okay.
We gotta stop by somebody's mama's kitchen.
Facts.
Figgity facts.
I'm bringing a GoPro. We're gonna record this.
No, but you know what's interesting? Because like as I saw her out there, I always wonder why more American artists don't tour Africa when they're at the height of their prime. Because you'll go all over Europe. I'm just like, you know what the type of bags that you can get by touring the motherland? Number one, you're black. Let's just establish that. Like they're gonna show you love off rip. But number two, most people don't come there as much, so your bag's gonna be crazy just for touching down. I don't understand that. Like so. Shout out to her.
I think it's like certain parts have like dictators still, so it's like
Oh.
you don't kind of want to be in a position where you know.
Listen. If you're an artist, okay, let me give you some advice to artists out there, okay? If somebody about to pay you $1 million to do a birthday, question one, who are you?
Yeah.
Question
facts.
two, where are you? Question three, do I need to be in pictures? Because if you don't answer those questions, what you're going to be answering is Twitters. It'll be like, yo, and this week, he killed 30,000 people. How you going to take a picture of them? Wait, what? I haven't noticed man. Listen, I don't know who that man is.
I just noticed the check cleared.
Right?
There was a paid round trip private jet fueled and waiting on the cleared port, bro.
Which brings me to my fourth question. How am I getting out?
Oh, shit. Shit.
How am I getting out? Oh, you know a way? Is there another way I can get out? So you mean I can't jump out this window?
But nah, son, because like,
Yeah.
people think money long. The richest dude in India, Mukesh Ambani.
Oh, that $1 billion house?
Yeah, you know who we had performing at his daughter's wedding, right?
Who?
Beyonce.
Wow. And I know she cost like 10 maybe. 5.
Son, a private reception? Son. First of all, Indian weddings are ginormous to begin
Yes,
with,
they
so
are. And
so you know he is
And
basically a concert.
It's festivities for days.
That was a concert. That ain't no wedding.
Right?
Wow.
And you know they got different type of money if they're you know, I'm never gonna touch that because I was about to get into some Guyanese black and brown stuff. I'm gonna move on from that.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Like, you know what?
Exit stage left.
We gonna move on from that. So there's an interesting conversation that I want to talk to you guys about. So there's an artist. It's a female rapper. Her name is No Name. And I don't listen to her music, so I'm not gonna. This isn't a commentary on her music or its quality. I don't know anything about that. But she got into it on Twitter recently because she expressed some deep frustrations with her career. So it wasn't that she doesn't have an audience or isn't finding success. It's who she's finding success with. So she's a black woman, but her fan base is almost entirely white. So she was basically frustrated, like, you know, I'm a black woman, I make hip hop, I talk about black shit, but all of my fans are white, and all the spaces that I thrive in or like I'm welcome to are almost entirely white. Like, it's not like she's even at black music festivals. We don't hear her on black radio. And she was talking about, like, she has to change whatever is happening to cause that to get a black audience. And her white friends is just like, what's wrong with their fans being white in the first place? And it started this back and forth about, does it matter who listens to your content if you're being true to yourself as an artist? Does it matter? Because there's black artists that's had the same issue. Like, Solange obviously has black female fans, Latino fans as well. But you know who fucking loves Solange? Will die for Solange.
Die? Okay,
White women?
White women.
We also have to understand the population in this country, bro.
I know, but the question is, should she take issue with it? Does she have a right to voice that frustration?
She does, one, because she's an artist, so she's just voicing her frustrations across the board, and you pay to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's one, first and
No,
foremost.
this is a song. This is Twitter.
No, I'm just
She's
saying, like,
not
her
here.
music, she's
Yeah.
voicing her frustrations,
Yeah.
like, from a black experience.
I get what you're saying.
And white people absorb the shit.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. Secondly, we know black love is different. It's real different. That hug from a big black mama versus Becky's mom's, it's love, but it feels different. So she has the right to be like, I want to be accepted by my own. I want to be loved by my own,
Yeah.
in which everybody wants to be accepted in their own circles.
Yeah.
So she has the right to say that. Don't fuck up your bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That might have been a
I think she
conversation. It definitely did. That might have been a conversation you wanted to have with your peoples. Like, what type of market employee do we have to come up with for me to be able to fit into the spaces I want to be seen more in? But don't fuck up your bag. Because look at all the fucking hip hop. Most of the people that buy the fucking concerts out are white people. This is what happens. You know, you
Shaq
making
West
your people.
knows.
You making your money and your music for your people, and you feeding your family. This is the experience that you're giving, but viewership usually goes up with amongst the white population because they don't know what the fuck is going on. So you're giving them a window to look into the shit.
I think also, like, it's a whole thing where it's like, you know, for black women, they feel like white women are always trying to steal something from them. From the men, from the culture, the hairstyles, everything.
That's a take, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here it is. As an art, it's different than, say, like, if she was making clothes, right? And she was making clothes for black women, and it's just like, like a certain artist once, not a certain fashion person said, I didn't think they would buy the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it kind of seems racist or prejudiced and selective in a sense, where she's like, no, I'm making music for these people. It's different. This is who I want to hit. This is my target audience. I'm not just making it abroad and saying you can't listen. I'm making it for you, but everybody else is listening, but not you. So, you know, I can understand how she feels too, and I understand where you're coming from as well. I kind of agree, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it's just like, I think she feels like personally attacked. You understand? Because it's just like, well, why are you still gravitating here? And if I'm not mistaken, she took like a big stand where she's like, I don't care. Like, fans were like, yo, this is kind of racist. She's like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like,
It wasn't for you in the first place.
I want to read a quote from her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is going in a certain direction.
She says, when I go to work, thousands of white people scream the word nigga at me. And no, I'm not changing my art, so it is what it is. Because she said she wants to quit. She's just tired of this shit. She says, me consistently creating content that's primarily consumed by a white audience who would rather shit on me than challenge their liberalism because somehow liking Lizzo's music absolves them of their racist tendencies.
what?
Bag fucked up.
Talk about load the clip.
If I was her management, I'd be like, well, it's been real.
It's been real.
I'm gonna just grab my shit. You know, I'm gonna come back for the rest of the shit later. All right?
Nah, yeah.
Looks out the curtains.
She could have said it in a better way, but I understand frustration. But you could have said it in a better way.
I'm just say this.
So
she said what she said, though.
She's frustrated that also people don't come out and support her show. So she's frustrated that her crowd isn't as diverse, and the people that do support her don't come to concerts. So
That's the black artist experience.
Yeah, it is.
she said she was frustrated that like how Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby and another artist called Smino, I don't know who that is, have more diverse crowds than her, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
First of
I was
all,
like, listen, I mean,
How long has she been in the game?
Megan is out
No
here
name?
with some truth not too long
I don't
ago.
know. She hasn't been around that long.
She hit us with the
Okay,
lyric
so-
like niggas be out here worried
I
about pussy
refuse
on
to
the
keep
internet. They'll
making
never
music.
get it. I was
and
like,
putting it
oh,
She says, I refuse
I'm
to
still
keep
double
making
tapped,
music
though.
and putting it online for free for people who don't support me. So
Okay,
she
so-
warned with her fans, basically. The white fans don't support me. The black fans don't listen to me.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll be
Does
honest,
she understand Solange's trajectory?
Solange had this similar issue.
But this is what I'm saying. So maybe you need to let time be your author instead of you trying to force something. What I forgot. What I read this shit the other day. It was a funny ass quote. I think it was from Eddie Murphy. He was like, "Life is like a fart. If you got to push it out, it's probably shit. Or if you got to force it, it's probably shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
You might be forcing some shit out.
that's so true.
If this is what you want and you understand, put your intentions and your energy out there for the world to understand. Say it in a professional manner. Don't alienate anybody. Feel how you feel. Go about your marketing different. Maybe get on the Essence platform instead of you performing and be able to speak when the artists speak. And then you'll get your voice out there and be seen in a different light. Because Solange's trajectory, like I said, took what type of fucking curve? She was on some real cutesy shit when she was with Beyonce, first trying to come out as Beyonce's little sister, and she had to go through damn near her whole adult life and all types of irregular shit. And now look at her.
Yeah, she's nothing like her. Like they're total polar opposites.
And she's accepted as a queen of her own right, bro.
She
and
is.
black women love her. And that was just Beyonce's little sister.
She's basically implying that she's going to quit rap and just focus on her book.
No name?
I don't know. See what happens.
Listen,
Hey, maybe you'll become a great
it's
fucking author.
okay to have these internal struggles as an artist, but man, the way you went about it though, all y'all people who paying for my bills, fuck
and
y'all.
speaking from an artist that doesn't like have the kind of success she has, like
Yeah.
me personally, I wouldn't care. Me coming from where I'm from, like, you know, and then the streams and all that stuff I got, it's like I don't care, man. Whoever pays the bill.
Listen, if your art is reaching somebody and making them feel something, mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
There you go.
If it's not hitting the people that you want it to hit, that's a you problem.
But then
that's not the audience problem. That's something you do.
But then that's the crazy shit too. Because then to think about it in retrospect, like if black people aren't really rocking with you like that, and you're not in the spaces that you want to be, maybe it just resonating something they already hear. But for the white people that listen to your music, you're giving them that window to understand a black experience from a view that they won't go anywhere else to go get.
Yeah.
And they're feeding your family, paying your bills, and you're educating them where Megan Thee Stallion can't. Or where the baby can't. You're reaching that audience because they'll come to you religiously to come give you that bag.
Yeah.
Let them see that shit. Because you're just another voice for us.
I think she just sounds like an artist that's just frustrated on all levels. She's not the level of success that she's at is not where she wants it to be. Number one, and number two, the audience is not who she wants it to be. And I'm just like, yo, you know what I realized about modern celebrity? Keep your inside thoughts off social media. Have this with people in your circle. Not everything needs to be a social media tweet. And I say this as someone who tweets out brain farts.
We understood Whitney was in some shit. A different generation, bro.
Crack is cheap.
Crack is cheap.
But how many how many artists was going through shit from the generations prior to us, and we never knew? They showed up for that fucking performance. They toured the world. Meanwhile, having mental problems, depression, drug abuse, all this shit going on behind the scenes. They had a good PR team, and they kept their fucking mouth shut because they didn't have the platform to get all that shit out. Now, in retrospect, it was fucked up. But now you could just shorten your whole... You got all the shit that they had minus the fucking success.
But, because it's like... So in the modern era, artists have become like there's a less of a wall between you and the artists, which has caused more people to become famous. So now there's a level of micro-celebrity. Like there's... Jesus Christ, I cannot remember.
And a wave of mediocrity, nigga.
There's just... I forgot her name. Jesus. Give me a second as I look her up. But there was this one R&B singer. She's not super huge.
Ari Lennox?
No. She started off as like a social media influencer. And then she started getting traction. She used to sing a little on her stuff. The people encourage her to release the song. That's a good example.
was gonna say the other one.
So them being that personal into their lives got them the fan base to get them the platform to get their success, right?
Yeah.
So on one level, I completely understand it. But with No Name, I don't think that's part of her brand. Her music was mostly what spoke for her. So now for her to then let you into her world in the most hostile way, it's just like, damn. Like, that's wild.
Maybe this is a marketing ploy, bro.
For what? To not sell albums?
Yeah.
To make you look at her.
Not the. I mean,
I
I didn't hear.
didn't
I didn't hear of her before.
I still
I'm saying
haven't
she
heard a
took
damn
stand.
song.
Now I want to see. I want to see what she about now.
I haven't heard a song. But speaking of artists warring with their fans, Summer Walker.
Yo.
Summer Walker out here, she got 2 wars with her fans. Number 1, she was canceling shows because of she has a social anxiety, which I'm just like, I'm all for mental health. I want to say this very clearly. Social anxiety is a real thing. It's a real struggle for a lot of people. And I'm all for mental health. But if I'm paying X amount of dollars to show up for, you better show up for that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Look.
You better be crippled, shot, stuck out of the state. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
And you know what?
And if you can't do that consistently, stop fucking booking shows.
And you know what?
She was just in New York, bro.
The baby out here making it harder for you to call out because homie
He FaceTimed the concert.
He FaceTimed his whole concert after his jet would not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
I
of
didn't
all,
even
shout
know
out to
about
that
that.
man. He was like, "I'm getting this bag. We got internet
No,
connection."
Not even the fact that it was just for the bag. It was for his city.
Yeah, it was his hometown show.
Wow.
It was in Charlotte, bro. So he
And
had
he's the
to do
headliner.
something.
Yeah.
He walking around repping Charlotte everywhere he go, and you can't show up home, and they had
Facts.
to do something.
Facts.
I watched his
That bag
IG
don't sell.
story about that. He said he paid $30K both ways because he paid $30K to fly to SNL to do rehearsals.
Yeah.
And then paid $30K to come back to do the show. And the jet took off and had to land because of some technical issue. And they just, if I paid $30K for a PJ, that shit better fly.
Right?
Y'all better
Tell me he got his refund.
he had to get something back.
What? I don't know how PJs work. It's not my life. I just know that if I'm paying $30K, this plane better fly. Or listen, I'm gonna stop my conversation right there.
Something else gonna fly.
Right? Pew pew.
I needed some shit with some bop in it.
Shout out to the proud men and women at the TSA. Anyway,
Hey, listen, shout out to that motherfucking pilot for not pushing the button and us losing another celebrity in a fucked up way.
oh, and then Summer Walker had this thing where she said she doesn't like to take showers, and that shit went viral. People were the roast hand came for her.
Son, I'm not gonna lie to you.
She clarified. She's like, first of all, I wash my ass. Okay. When I say I don't like to take showers, this doesn't mean I don't take showers. It doesn't mean that's not my preference. I'd rather take a bath. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But at the same time,
Like, you don't just say I don't like to take showers.
Right.
You can move on. Like, you gotta clarify.
we gotta come back to this.
Listen, I appreciate her with her fucking rawness, bro, because she just don't give 2 fucks, bro, at all. I haven't listened to her out. I listened to her album one time. Not for me.
Yeah.
Strictly for women.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
I told you that. I was
Female,
like,
Bruh,
Bryson
I
Tiller.
tried. Yeah, 100%.
The female Bryson Tiller.
I was like, oh, okay, cool, bet. I could fuck with this.
I was like, why am I
somebody
here?
else.
This is
But-
not for me.
I appreciate her rawness, bro, because I definitely started looking at her IG lives and shit, and I was like, yo, she is a whole fucking character, bro.
She really is. 2 hours late for a show, but you're still on IG shared stories.
oh.
Son, yo.
A young Lauryn Hill.
I know Juice is just like, you fucking up how many
Disgusting.
bags?
Right?
She
And
said she
trolling.
wanted to quit. She had a conversation with Ari Lennox. She was like, I don't think I want to do this no more. Like,
Ooh, speaking of Ari Lennox, she was tight.
What happened?
oh, when she didn't get the fucking
Grammy?
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a Soul Train award. Oh, Grammy.
Wait, what's it
No,
Soul
it was a
Train?
Soul Train
It was
award.
Soul
Soul
Train.
Train,
Yeah, who
yeah,
won?
yeah,
Was it
yeah.
Lizzo?
No, I think Summer Walker won one, and somebody else too. But I remember Summer Walker winning one because she walked on stage, man, awkward. And
Yeah.
I got to Google this because Twitter was in a tizzy.
Yeah, because it was I think it was for Soul album. And she was like, my whole album is soulful. I intentioned it to be soulful. How did I not win? And she was like, not to knock anybody else for winning. Like, I'm glad. I think it was Lizzo that won it.
Yeah.
But she was like, not to knock her because Summer Walker won, Lizzo won. They're queens in their own right. Their albums are wonderful. But for a soul album, she's like, I'm not even tight at them. I'm tight at the people who fucking voted for this shit. Like, how you don't give me
her album is Shea Butter Baby.
Yes.
You can't get no more soulful than that, baby.
Bruh, you might as well like the incense when you hear the track listing.
Right? Like the incense.
I'm lighting it before I open the package. Man, that's how old I am. I'm buying a CD.
I can listen to her album throughout the day, bro, and vibe, son. That shit puts me in a whole different train. I've been pissed off.
Everyone who's currently in their teens, this is gonna be the album that your auntie play when it's time to clean. Okay,
Yo,
when you hear her come on, it's like, oh shit, church.
You know, it's Saturday morning.
listen, her and Jill Scott,
Saturday
nigga.
morning. Facts.
You can put her in that same classification, bro. You put on Jill Scott or Ari Lennox, it's time to clean. Speaking of which, this isn't in the summary, but my mother posed a good question to me that one of my cousins brought up.
What she said?
He said, this is like a cultural thing too, but I had an answer for it. I just want to see what y'all perspective is. He said, you know what I noticed? Spanish women always dusting something. Mm-hmm. And I never see black women dusting.
Okay, they don't dust. I'm sorry, I had to jump in on this. They don't dust, but they do one of two things. They're either rearranging stuff or they're wiping down stuff.
But it was specifically dusting.
We got brooms, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
But I was like...
black folks are dusters.
Yeah.
But the thing that bugged me out was, and I thought about it, I was like... I looked at my mom and I'm like, I was baffled for like 2 seconds. And she was explaining the rest of his statement. And I was like, you know what? Me being black and Hispanic, amongst other things, I was like, damn, that's true. But why is that true? I was like, there's got to be a root to this shit. And my take on it was, you know what? In traditionally Hispanic households, now it's changing a little more now just because of the American economy and shit like that. But traditionally Spanish households, they mimic white households where the male was the breadwinner and the woman stayed at home. Yeah. She had time to take care of the family. Where you would eventually see a woman dusting or cleaning more often. In Black America specifically, of Black American households, that hasn't been our trajectory for a while in the households. It's been single family households. So moms had to go out, make the money, come back, cook, clean on Saturdays where you would get the music playing and you know when that certain tune comes on, everybody gotta get the fuck up and do chores, but you wouldn't specifically see moms dusting because that's somebody else's job.
Even if, let's just say mom only had one child, right? Mm-hmm. Or even a full household. Black women don't dust. I don't see them. We'd wipe down.
That's what kids are for.
I hear you, but as a kid in a black woman household, I wiped.
Yeah, I didn't dust either. I would wipe stuff down.
Okay. So
it shit just blew my mind because you brought up the music playing and shit. I was like, oh yeah, that reminds me of something.
No, we wipe. We don't. I don't remember dusting. That, wiping could be a form of, in a sense, like our dusting.
Yeah. But that should happen on a Saturday morning. When ain't nobody working.
Listen, I remember these 3 albums. It was Mary J. Blige, it was Jill Scott, and then I had Maxwell. You hear that? Woo! I was like, oh, it's time.
Boys to Men.
But generally by all my life, we were done. We were pretty much done. Going your own ways. Yo, shout out to one of our listeners. I'm gonna call her Jay. She sent me the ultimate auntie shrine where they are in the bathroom with the leopard print and everything. And it's always got like their favorite artists, and it's like authentic. Son,
no, that's it.
When they lit the candle in there, it's meditation. That's it, son. Like
a bubble bath.
Fact.
Oh, the photo.
Yeah. And it's authentic. The comments on this was crazy. Let me see if I can get one real quick. Homie said, if you say auntie in the mirror 5 times, Patti LaBelle will show up. That's just the first one.
Yo, I'm dead, bro.
The best thing about social media is black folks commenting on shit.
So we got Black Twitter, man.
Facts.
Oh, man.
Thank God for Black Twitter.
Oh, man. Social media be so dry without us. We're going to talk about that later. But anyway. Let's get into some more serious news. Unless anybody anything else to talk about music?
Yo, real quick, I just want to say when it comes to YG showing his daughter Bud, I didn't necessarily have a problem with that. being that she's going to be growing up in that type of environment.
She ain't living Cali.
Right. And
we
let's be
love
real.
it.
Like, here's the thing about I have a problem with parents, right? Well, naive parents. Y'all seem to think that if y'all try to, like, culture your child and, like, really just train your child not to see things, that their vision is going to just, like, oh, I don't see two people making out and having sex or talking about sex.
It's like saying I don't see color.
Huh?
It's like saying I don't
I
see
hate
color.
that
Right.
shit.
Oh, well, we don't get us started.
But it's just as ignorant as a statement.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it. You have a problem with necessarily showing your daughter something illegal and maybe offensive to you early on. But at some point in time, depending on the type of living situation and current situation in your life that you're going through, you're going to have to expose them correctly to it so that the way they know how to react to it. Because a lot of us that were exposed to, let's say, drugs, like marijuana, like X and all this other stuff, not a lot of them made it, son. Gang culture, you know what I'm saying? Some of us had the wherewithal to be like, yo, I'm still about this, but at the same time, I'm trying to do better for my life.
Right.
You understand?
Facts.
Remember Cold Blooded? It's the favorite thing you ever said.
Did I ever tell y'all?
No.
So my favorite color is blue, and I always said in some ways I should have been a Crip.
Right.
But I keep having this blood influences on my life. So in middle school, I remember when the gang shit was popping up, and I had something red on. I forgot. It was a young kid, red, whatever. And homie just like, yo, what that red about? Yo, you blood, son? You blood? And I'm a witty, cocky little thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm cold-blooded, motherfucker. I'm cold-blooded. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm saying it like some Western shit, like, I'm cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying?
Don't jive, Terry.
You know?
Yo, sucker.
And this dude who I fought, and we cool now, but he was just like, nah, son. Like, look at him. You could tell he not about this. Like, look at him. He don't know what you talking about. And I'm like, and I'm on some Kevin Hart shit, like, cold-blooded. Yeah, cold-blooded.
I'm done. Oh, shit.
Yo, true story. If I can get this dude, son.
Oh my god.
So I'm kind of confused. So YG's, he showed his daughter blood or bud?
Bud.
Bud. Oh,
Bud.
really? Okay, yeah.
Listen.
Isn't he in the marijuana industry at some level too?
Word.
Hold on.
It's California.
Here's the contradicting thing, right?
Talk about it.
So I'm West Indian, right? West Indians be like, yo, you too small, you can't be seen, right? You shouldn't be heard. At the time, I don't know if that's still the same for this generation,
definitely.
right?
They're probably still
You
saying
shouldn't be
the
out
same
here
shit.
swinging your dick around all these women, whatever, right? But Soccer, they talking about this man trying to make a baby in all types of ways, right?
Right.
Soccer talk about, and even dancehall talks about enjoying drugs and weed and recreational
And
activities.
shooting niggas.
Right?
Especially if they're gay.
I'm so
Right?
special.
You know what
so
I'm saying? Like,
special.
the different...
Batman power, Batman pull up.
Right. Or you could get degrading and be like, bun out the chichi. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shit like that. So here it is, kind of like do what I say, not what I do kind of deal. How do you stop exposing me from that when, number one, you're exposing me directly and don't even know it, but two, it's part of my culture and who I am. And even if it's not a part of your culture, it's happening, bro. You're sending them to public Catholic school. What do you think they're doing? What do you think? Yo, my sister right now drinks Henny. And she like, nah, I just drink it fast. Bitch, what? Like, yo, you sip it. First of all, Henny fuck you up. And any woman that I've talked to about Henny, unless they drink it, like, every day, they like, yo, when I drink Henny, shit be going left. And I'm
Can I
like,
ask a serious question? When did black people decide as a race to drink Hennessy?
Right?
Was
It was
there
a national
vote?
drink.
It
a
needs to
national,
be- it needs to
Because I don't. I'm the oddball out on this table.
You know what?
I
It
don't.
has to
I'm
be a
white
drink.
dude.
That's a proper research.
But like across Africans, Caribbeans, Black Americans, they all agree. They fucks with the Henny.
it needs to be a popular drink. It needs to be available. It can't be too cheap, but not too expensive. So it needs to be attainable. And it needs to be strong as shit. And I'll be real with you. Y'all know me. I drink. I speed and I drink. Henny is not for the kind-hearted.
No.
Not for the faint.
That shit.
And
There's a whole level of sex that comes along with that. It's called Henny dick.
Energy.
preach.
Right? They got energy. They got what else, man? It's
Anything
shit.
can happen.
Anything, right?
Anything is possible, nigga.
And the legend himself, Henny Smith.
Facts.
Yo.
And he will make you wear out some of the springs in your mattress.
Damn, I always get back pain after that. One time I had too much Henny, nigga.
Listen, if you're in a function and everybody's drinking Henny, one of two things are about to happen. Somebody fucking,
In the
somebody
bathroom.
getting fucked up. Crazy. Ain't no in between.
There's never been.
It might happen at the same time. You smash. That's my girl.
Oh my god.
Henny fucks everybody up if you not. And then it comes this VSOP. There's like levels to this too.
Oh,
on
yeah,
top
yeah.
of that,
VSOP smoother.
woo!
Yeah.
It
Shout
hits
out,
you-
shout out
hits
to
you
Miss
harder.
Henny Palooza.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All I want to say is,
Sorry, still say Palooza now. They don't do that anymore.
yeah.
Do say.
There's never been a party I've gone to that there's not been Henny. People have brought more Henny, and it's just like, you ever watch people drink Henny and you not drink with them? How it kind of like just falls down.
Yeah, the whole energy just
It's a great time if you're drinking. Otherwise, you just
You can always tell what sort of party you at by what type of liquor's on offer. Because if when you were younger, the liquor on offer is how much niggas got in their pockets.
That's a fact.
I got $1. You got $5. You got $7. We gonna get this shit that's just like in a water jug and just has liquor on it.
That overproof shit.
Eden J.
That pain juice.
Right.
You can use that shit to scrub paint off after you're done with it.
Hold on.
Devil Spring and Sprite, nigga. It be-
Nah.
Can we talk about something else real quick? You also judge by the drink you pick, though. You silently judge. Oh, word, you got the Henny there, but you gonna go for the Coquito?
So y'all know I went to a very white college, right?
It depends.
But-
It depends on the party, Chris. Don't come for
I'm
me.
like, word.
Nah, Coquito will fuck your life up. I see
That-
people
that
like,
will
Coquito. Don't fuck with Coquito unless you're ready for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready with the shit.
Yo, Sage, send us a bottle, please.
But so I went to a very white college, right? So you know the phrase "white boy wasted" or "white girl wasted"?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's very real. Okay, but at the time I was in college, I don't know if y'all know you knew this, but I didn't drink at all, like at all.
Wow.
Oh, you were one of the dry
Yeah, I was
people.
straight edge. So I never came to liquor. I didn't drink at all. So like I'm in a frat at a frat party, stone sober, right? So most of the time that's not an issue. But the moment I realized I'm with like drinkers, this one chick, she couldn't even be 5 feet. Barely. Had to be the shoes on her feet. She came out, had her own private bottle of Belvedere. The big joint.
Oh.
The Magnum. That was for her.
Magnum.
She even have a straw. That was just, what the? Right?
Wow.
So she came through. Me and my other frat bros just arrived. She's just like, what y'all drinking on? My boy had like beer. I had straight water, right? But I know that like I'm in this party. I don't want people get weird when you're not drinking. You know, especially when they get
Peer pressure.
weird. No, they get weirded by you.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Why you
what's
don't
wrong with you?
drink?
Are you judging me? Like, I haven't even said anything. She's looking at. She looks like, this bitch is drinking water. Yo, this motherfucker in the corner over here drinking water.
Nah, she ain't put you on blast, bro. She ain't put the gas on you.
Yo, I retract
damn.
my statement. I retract that woman.
Slap that bell.
That woman, she's cold blooded. She's cold blooded.
Everybody just turned and looked at me like, you ain't drinking nothing?
Oh my
I
god.
was just like, all right, y'all, yo, this is getting real.
You ain't hit him with the
real
undesignated driver?
But
You ain't got a license. Goddamn.
Cold blooded. Cold blooded.
Yo, they probably assumed you was drinking vodka. Like, yeah, he's drinking.
That's why I
vodka.
would always drink water, because I know people just that was a drinking.
Drop an ice cube in a clear glass,
What
nigga.
out on you?
Swirl that shit a little bit. Like, oh, this nigga, he drinking straight.
He's drinking that.
I learned my lesson that
In a
day.
dirty glass.
I learned my lesson that day for all you non-drinkers out there. Just pour some orange juice in that shit. They don't know what the fuck you mixed it with
That is clever.
until they try to take a sip. Nah.
No, first of all, you don't share cups, and then secondly, you don't smell my drink. I don't know where your nose has been.
First of all, I don't need your herpes. Don't touch my glass.
Ooh, right?
That's a fair statement. That's a
I'm
fair
just
statement.
Very. That is a life sentence.
Yo, at that party,
Life sentence.
that was the first time I had my personal encounter with real white girl wasted.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, I'm so drunk. Am I embarrassing? I was in my song like all in 3 seconds. I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Pass me another shot. I need to get over this shit.
But nah, I gotta give them 2 white girls shout outs. Here's why. Because they were my ride there. Because me and my boy couldn't get to the party. None of us had a license. We get to the party, and we at this party. First of all, this is the ignorance of youth. I was in the hood of Patterson, right?
Neighborhood.
Okay.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, what do you mean? How can you tell it's the hood? Okay, let me explain. So we got 2 white girls driving a car full of black people to Patterson at 12 a.m. Okay? Okay, everything about this is ringing an alarm bell. So literally, we in the car, their windows is tinted, and the white girl's asking this white lady for direction. And the lady goes, where you going, Patterson? And the white lady goes, why?
Oh, what? Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bitch. Get out of here. That's why.
Yo, we pull into Patterson, and I knew it was wild because this is a straight up D boy. He like, how could you tell? Well, we in the hoodest part of Patterson. This nigga sitting on 20s in an Escalade, chains on, all of them.
Nigga, that might have been Jay Morrison.
Telling the people on the they in a dimly lit parking lot, and he out here giving instructions.
Oh, nah.
And collect them back. And we're like, well, on this note.
That might have been Jay Morrison, son.
That sound about right. That sound like his old stomping grounds.
Listen, let me tell you, when I said them white girls didn't care, they got out their car like, let's have a good time, and proceeded to get smidashed. Like they were gone. Like you're holding them up back to the car.
Oh,
gone.
wait, and these are the drivers?
No one else had a license.
Oh,
Wow.
It's 4 a.m. in Patterson.
You might as well have been in the league.
Son, it's 4 a.m. in Patterson. And I remember I turned to my boy and go like, I was at my house, minding my business.
Your own
Now
black
you
business.
got me in the middle of the hood with 2 drunk white girls and no driver, and we miles away. What we gonna do, B? Like, what we gonna do, right? And just like, nah, I got it. So, long story short, we got back to campus. I want to explain how.
Incriminating evidence.
2 hours later.
He's here right now. That's all that matters.
They sobered up and drove themselves home. I was just like, when they leave, he's like, I don't know. It's just like in the morning sometime. They're just like, we had a great time. And then just heard them speed us. Let's do this again. Woo! Skirt! And I was just like, yo, there's different types of white people in this world. Because I never encountered that shit before. Mm-mm. They're like, party, Patterson. Yeah!
Those are the people you avoid.
Word.
They got
Only
no
white
situational
people
awareness.
in the whole building. There's a whole house party. Only white people there. Couldn't care less. Every time I walk by them, woo!
It sound like fun.
Nah, they was dead. That was like some danger excite people. Like they probably was like, this shit sound dangerous. I'm going.
My G, I go to events in some people's home and I'm still looking at exits. Like I could jump out this window here. There's a staircase right here. I could probably hide in this oven.
Oh my god, that was one of the dumbest decisions in my life. Oh well, and it went well for me. So it was all as long as I catch a case, whew,
right?
Thank you.
That's a fact.
Facts.
You know, honestly, that was probably the best thing you did was bring them 2 white girls with you.
Shit.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Oh my god! Shout out to them though. I hope they out there living their best lives. Probably somebody's mama right now. I didn't act like this back in my day, bitch.
You young heathens.
Right?
You were not telling these whole ass lies to these people.
The crazy thing is he probably went to that car party and he would probably listen to that artist generations of the baby right now.
Might have been Nelly, nigga.
Facts. You right. Why did I even forget him? Take a ride with me. Yo, shout out to the baby having the best time of his year.
Yo, he's one of the few rappers that looks like he's having a good time.
Facts.
A lot of rappers look like, I don't know, like they depressed or sad or mad.
actually
Like he just be
appreciate
having
him.
a good time.
He brought out music videos again.
I needed some shit with some bop in it. This nigga brought the Jabberwockies out, nigga.
Son.
Yep.
Thanks.
Like, bro, that looked like mad fun. I would have loved to been on that set.
Was it this year that he whooped Cam Coldheart ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the baby. Okay.
Cam Coldheart.
Yo, that video when he looked up.
Right? Oh man.
Which it draws down, nigga.
How did that happen? I'm still.
Listen, he got jumped, nigga. But I'm sure the baby was the one to put him on the floor.
Right.
Facts.
Facts. Nah, the baby built like a street nigga, like a street hood boxer.
but the funny part
his top is like a T.
Listen, bro. Look at that nigga hands. You could tell he
It's
fight.
big, yeah, it's big.
Oh, he likes to fight. There's a video of him performing at some club. Somebody says something. He come. He's still rapping. Mid rap. Bow! And it's Keith rapping. I was just like,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that open ground. Yeah. He just hit him and just kept.
Son,
Yo, but the funny part is, right, when Cam Cohart was talking to the security, he's like, yo, how many people jumped me?
that security guard was under
He
pressure.
said two people. You said two like that's something. Two people. I fought two people before at the same time. That's nothing.
Also, wasn't it his manager? That wasn't even like a goon. That looked
I
like
think it was a security or something, but it's like you said.
Listen,
two,
bro,
you-
that's two niggas.
Like,
That's
that's
you
two.
got a left and a right hand, bro.
That's it.
You ain't supposed to end up like that.
Time
like
out,
that.
time out. There is no awards for that because you ran down on him
facts.
in the store. You had the drop, Mr. Tough Guy,
Listen,
and you
bro.
ended up on the floor with your drawers off.
Here's the thing.
Confused.
Here's the thing. God rest his soul, because I ain't about all that shit at this point in my life.
Oh,
But
this is where we going. Okay.
Okay.
a nigga ran down on him in Walmart, bro, and this nigga ended up fighting a murder case.
Also, a dude ran into his house too.
And he
Similar scenario.
put clips down on the nigga. So
You know what?
is this the guy that you really want to do this shit with?
You know what I realized?
Shout out to everyone for leaving him alone. Finally,
Right.
Stay rolling with the pole, nigga.
You know how invincible we were from like 20 to 27?
Son.
Yeah.
So that energy, there's a reason why we decline real quickly, because I think about some of the stuff I've been through. Yeah. And mind you, I didn't have as many resources as the baby.
Right. I like that. Yeah, many resources. Exactly.
Whoo!
he's having a good year. Anyway,
Yeah,
he's having a good year.
That was a happy and let's talk about it.
Some good news before we move on. Shout out to Jadena living his whole best life. This man out here like a young prince.
In Nigeria.
Too. Shout out to Akon building his city. I know Ocean is skeptical of that. I hear you, but you know, if it turns out to be really good, then yeah, you know, why not?
I mean, shit, it'll end up better than what the fuck the Americans gave us for Liberia.
You gotta watch History of Liberia. It's wild though. And not to be the bearer of bad news, but the colonial politics were done by.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that.
And the last thing, of course, is Tyler the Creator. Yeah, shot his shot. At this point, I just want to say, if you see Rihanna, don't shoot your shot. Let her shoot her shot with you, because she out here blocking shit like Mutombo.
She stays shooting her shot at LeBron.
Oh.
That ain't never gonna happen.
No, of course not. Savannah will kill the both of them.
And he live in LA now, so that's half, nigga.
She
That's
would,
half.
Nah, she wouldn't even check it if there was a check involved.
LeBron's like, you know how much money I fuck up for this? Nah, you wildin'. They know that you worth that.
At all, nigga. Taco Tuesday, nigga.
Taco
Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Oh man, plus your son about to make the league. I don't want him out here trying to cross me up.
Bruh. That's for moms, nigga. Happy Father's Day, nigga. Well, your ankles at, Dad.
Post game interview, he washed.
Get him up out of here, coach. Tear the shit out your meniscus, nigga.
I hate y'all.
Yo, if they play each other, you know that game gonna be real.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no lovey-dovey father-son stuff. Be like, yo, Pops, I finally made it here. I'm about to yam on you, nigga.
Like, nigga, you ain't got the body for this shit.
Yo,
Post up
dusty
on his
ass.
ass all day. You like, I got him all day, nigga.
And I feel him.
Legendary.
I feel him because
Coach calling to play. Fuck a play. Think so.
my pops could be in a wheelchair. Get up, little nigga. Come on, let's go. I don't care.
Do mother and daughters have that same sort of attention?
Yes.
With
Yes.
what? But what is that?
There's different ways that they express it. Depends on the woman, bro. But mothers and daughters definitely have that tension, bro.
Through cooking. Remember how I used to make this in 2.5 hours? This sauce don't drip like this.
Bro, it happens. Sage is from a family of women, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's mostly women. They have their own competition. Yeah. We just don't know about it because it's slight shit. They do everything under the cover.
Is there some kid currently under pressure because grandma?
More so.
Yeah.
Because grandma and mom made him the same meal, and they're trying to say which one he likes the most. Oh, and he likes 7, but he not dumb. Which one do you like, Johnny? I'm going to plead the fifth on this one. I saw this on CNN. I don't know what that means. I just know you saying it. You stop talking.
That's the moment you got a mouthful of food, a fork halfway to your face. They ask you that shit. You just look. You be like, huh? What you said? I'm coming.
Ain't nobody call you. Yeah, you here? Yo, Pops, you called me, right? Don't involve me in this shit.
You on your own, little nigga. I don't want none of that smoke. I've been dodging that shit for 25 years.
Now, we need to come back to this one. I'm gonna invite somebody.
I'm not gonna front. I started playing Mortal Kombat 11. Sonya got to fight her daughter, so that should tell you. Like she's like, like they joined the army.
Oh yeah,
her daughter joins the army, and then she's like, all right, you got to fight me now. Like,
so,
You know, it's a weird dynamic. How sometimes like there's some toxic parents that compete for partners with their kids.
Yes.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like there are fathers out there that are fucking their sons' girlfriends.
Yep.
oh no, that's foul.
Yeah.
That's OD foul.
Listen, bro. I'm learning a lot of shit in my new job. I got to do this dealing with that current situation.
Seriously.
And he's fucking with the moms, but the daughter throwing him smoke. Crazy smoke. And they both grown. He grown, and the daughter grown, like she 27 type shit.
Oh,
Nah, you made your bed. Listen. I used to complain back in the day.
That's how you get the left eye treatment.
you can't be dipping in both them sauce.
Goddamn house.
Listen. For anybody that doesn't know, right? There used to be a thing where it's like, yo, I meet you, but then I meet your friends, and you like the 50. Everybody else is the 100. You know what I'm saying? I used to be mad at that. But anyhow, let's just say you're the 100, and your daughter is 100 as well. And she's of age and reasonable age, because niggas be like, she's 18. Nah, bro, leave that shit alone.
Right,
but like she's 25 and above, son, you already made your bed, son. You don't go back. You don't do that. Because I'll be real.
Depends on the level of dog you are, nigga.
Nah, son, because real
There are
talk.
some dogs out there.
Yes.
Dogs with rabies?
Listen, nigga.
Niggas are old yellow.
They need to get checked, but
If you're in a remote area, nigga, you hear dogs howl at the moon, nigga. It ain't no back. That shit will come about, nigga.
Nah, B, I can't do that.
that's
You
to
are
me that's
better man
a
than most,
wild
nigga, 'cause
Nah, B.
dynamic.
Yo, real talk, like, you know how many times some of my friends, my female friends, they're like, look at my dad, right? And they be like, your dad is hot. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, noted that you like my dad. Because remember, back then, I used to be skinny and shit.
Yeah.
So then, if shorty I'm dealing with would say some shit like that, first of all, that's a manipulative move. I understand where you're trying to come with that. But at the same time, I know if whatever happens, if you ended up smashing my dad, I ain't gonna put hands on you. I'm gonna find somebody else to do that. I got a bunch of cousins. They know what they doing. Shout out to my cousins. Y'all know who y'all are if y'all listening. And I'm gonna have to fight my dad on strength.
Yeah.
I love my dad, you know, in respect. We not cool, but you smashed my shorty. And chances are my shorty probably already told you she was my shorty. And chances are you knew she was my shorty. And yet you still
Thanksgiving.
smash my shorty. You gonna catch the collard green ham and the turkey bone with this shit.
I would say pass the yams, but you like to help yourself.
Nigga put his whole hand in the mashed potatoes.
We about to get this dry turkey.
Oh man, bro.
So may we never be in anything remotely
Facts.
that trifling.
Facts.
My God, or anybody that we advise or look up to us, don't listen. If it gets to that level of trifling,
No Woody Allen moments.
Listen, the only level of it should only be that level of trifling if you're getting paid to be that trifling.
Listen.
If you on Love and Hip Hop, trifle away.
Right?
That's what
You
you
need the
are
storyline.
there for.
You need your
But if
storyline.
this is your real life and ain't no cameras around, the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Like I said, I'm trying to make it on the episode of Cheetahs, nigga.
Facts. Listen.
the one where I got stabbed in the boat.
I caught family smoke because one of my cousins brought her friend over, and we ended up talking, and things popped off, and when she found out, she was not my friend. She was not my cousin at all. She was not. She was like, how can you?
Family ties.
I'm just like, it's your friend,
Hold
though.
on.
Like,
So that's a question. So if you had a family event and family bring friends over, not like they date, nothing like that, is there some kind of code about that?
Nah.
no.
Nah,
People
not
like
that I know
to
of.
be like,
Because
oh, you
let's
gotta
be
ask
real.
me.
I feel it depends on who's the relative.
Well, if it's her best friend, like if that's her bestie, nigga,
Yeah, like,
Oh, that's a little
now you
weird.
kind of trifling. Yeah, a little bit trifling. I understand.
A little splash.
Wait a minute.
I was a different dog back then.
Did you see her at different functions?
Yes, I saw her at the same family function
this-
numerous times.
So this wasn't a one-off.
Yeah,
This wasn't like a
You
one-time deal.
understand that this was a well-established friendship, and you still say, you know what? My watch talk for me, my dick talk for me.
What up, homie?
In order to be a legend like Kobe, you shoot your shot no matter how many people guarding you. It could be 5-on-1. I'm shooting.
How many times did Jordan miss? God damn it, he the GOAT.
Oh shit!
I shoot, damn it.
Mike was going for 61.
It's preseason.
Yo. For years, son. She ain't talked to me for years.
Yikes!
Damn,
Hey, listen.
that's wild.
Is that friendship still valid?
Nah. I'm not, yo.
Oh, wrecking ass nigga. Yo.
But I knew this.
How hard it is to find loyal bitches out here?
But I knew this. I knew this. I took this one girl. I messed with this one girl. She turned bisexual. She turned straight up lesbian after a while. Like, it's whatever. No, but you know what? I was just like, it's cool. We cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see you around. You don't live too far. You know, we can make this work. Then your friend found out and it was like, no.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, there's another situation like that. But all right, I'm gonna share the story. So I'm gonna use their ethnicity. So this is Panamanian chick I used to talk to, right? Panamanian Jamaican, nice body, crazy body, right?
That's a lot.
Woo! Met a family, we cool. Went at my old job at Circuit City, right? I was trying to pursue a meaningful attachment. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to like write history with her. She was like, nah, I got this other nigga that I'm really trying to get over. You just here for the moment. I was like, okay, cool. Turn to my left. Oh, this Jamaican girl. Now, at this time, if y'all don't know, I was crazy about them Jamaican girls and yachty women. But Jamaican girl was said Panamanian Jamaican girl's best friend. So I was like, hold on. Before we do anything, since I had past history with the cousin, best friend thing, you should be like, yo, we're dealing with each other. She was like, no, she don't need to know.
Exit stage left, nigga.
Right? Exit stage. Yeah.
Fuck you need to tell me. I ain't the one stirring the pot, nigga.
Oh, but I started the
I'm
pot.
just
I was
here
like,
eating.
oh.
I'm just here eating.
Stir the macaroni and cheese.
Eventually, it came out that we were dealing. And it was an interesting place because Panamanian girl wanted to be upset, but yet she was still dealing with next dude.
It's because you put it down.
Anyway, let's move on to the next topic.
Gotta leave it.
Exit stage left, nigga.
Right, good resume.
You know
The
what?
reality.
One of these days,
We should get a chance for these stories. Goddammit.
I'm about to look back at my stories. I'm like, we need to bleep some of this shit out.
Fuck that. Go out like Billy Sorrells and D-Lake, nigga. 96 Bulls, nigga. You laying it all out there.
You shoot my shot, man.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to transition to next. After that, I gotta think for a second.